My guest this week is Mollie Amburgey. Welcome back
Hey.
to the... There we go. You can't hear it, but there's clapping going on.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a couple sound effects, but that's
Ooh,
it.
this is fancy. What a fancy podcast.
I know. It's better than you think you were in here last time? It was patio furniture and stuff like that.
Yes,
so
I did. I felt like right at home. I still feel right at home though. We're just, we're elevated.
I don't know. I was like picturing, okay, what would I do if I could have any podcast? What would I do? And I was like, I'd be outside because I love to be outside, but it's too hard to control, wind and rain and background noise and all kinds of stuff. It's not possible. So I was like, I'll make an inside look like an outside. And everybody collectively was like, this is the worst idea I've ever seen. Yeah. So I then got rid of the patio furniture and then got desks. And then I got hand-me-down furniture and couches, and I got all kinds of stuff like that. I love this chair.
That's why I chose. You said I could sit anywhere, and I chose this because I was like, I feel like my posture is like real good in this chair.
See, I need to start sitting in the white chairs because I like this blue chair because blue's my favorite color and it's comfy and stuff like that.
Yeah, there you go.
However, as the podcast goes on, I start to like slouch and do this, and then I look at myself on camera, and I'm like, oh my gosh, who is this? I look like a tube sock filled with cookie dough. Like it's like. It's just lumpy and just deflated. So I'm trying to remember to like sit up straighter. So if you ever see me,
I'll be like, you need to sit up, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, just do that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And then also I have another special guest off camera and off mic. I have my son Grayson running the slides for us today. We went to a concert last night and he decided he wanted to stay around and hang out with me today. And so I said he could help me. He could sit in on the podcast. And then tonight we're going to drive home. And his birthday's on Wednesday.
Yes, birthday. Yay.
But he's going to be our official slide changer for this episode. Can you go ahead and hit the next one, buddy? Next one down.
Can I also ask, what concert did you guys see?
Mumford & Sons.
Oh, okay.
With
this kid is cool.
All-time favorite band is our all-time favorite band. We started listening to them, or I started listening to them in like 2010.
Okay.
And then I went on my first deployment, and I had an iPod Shuffle, like just the tiny ones that look like a postage stamp.
Oh, yeah. I had one of those. Yeah.
And my dad got it for me, and he's like, well, I don't know what kind of music he listens to. So he put on a Kenny Chesney album, which I hate. He put on an Eminem album, which I didn't mind, and then the Mumford & Sons first album. And after 9 months of the same 18 songs over and over and over, you're like, you go crazy. But those were the only songs I didn't get sick of.
Wow.
And so then I was such a big fan. I introduced them to my wife to them, and she became a huge fan, and then it became a family thing.
Aww.
And so now we try to go to a concert as much as possible.
Oh
and
my gosh.
Yeah, we got there yesterday at 3, and the concert didn't start till 7:30.
What was the venue?
It's the Morton's Amphitheater in Kansas City. It's
apparently
cool. Brand new.
Okay,
but it was cool. I thought we had a good time, but we got very front row of the pit. So, yeah.
Grayson, you're a pretty cool kid. You like pretzels.
Well,
you like Stranger Things. You're in the pit of Mumford & Sons, and you're going to be 11. I mean, you're doing what, most people haven't even done at 40. Okay?
There's a level of cool kid, and there's also a level of like questionable parenting. Like, I don't know the ratio. It's like 60-40 in there because we got in there and there was a drunk lady behind us, and she was screaming.
Grayson's eyes.
Yeah. We've never met this lady before. We'll never see her again, but I can tell you that her husband left her for a 26-year-old nurse and that she's 38 and she's in the prime of her life.
You're not making this up.
No.
She
we know all
info.
of this. It was to the point where everyone...
She told you this too?
She said it out loud to so many people. She was hammered and just talking.
Oh, this is so dark. Okay.
It kind of was. It kind of was. But she was like she was like dancing like on us and stuff, and we're like, I get it, you're in the pit, you're gonna bump, you're gonna touch, but she was like overly aggressive, and to the point by the end of the concert, like this lady came up and stood in between her and my son because she was like, we need to like
separate this,
because like my wife and I kept like interlocking arms behind him to kind of like, hey, back up, lady. But yeah, it was it was a nightmare. But the concert was great. The band is always awesome. And
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to sidebar. I just thought I just wanted to know, and I'm also kind of glad I asked.
I won't take any slander. I will not hear it. Especially like I've mentioned before that I love Mumford and Sons, and so many comics in St. Louis are like, ugh, you like
really?
You like stomp stomp clamp. Stomp, stomp, clap. How hard is it to get a drummer? And I was like, they have a drummer. They have 2 drummers. Scott James. All right.
Names are being called
out.
If
you're listening, and we know that you are, all right. They got popular. It's like, Marcus is a genius. Well, hear no slander.
I'll pay him back for that slander and have him build another piece of furniture for me. That he's going to be. He's going to be very excited that I asked.
So before we get going too far into this, you want to give me your plugs, social media? How can people find you? And you're bringing something back.
I am. I'm so excited. Well, first of all, thank you, Eric, for having me back.
Thanks
I'm
for
so
coming.
excited. And thank you, Grayson, for joining in from the sidelines. I love it. Hey, we get a 2 thumbs up. So yes, my podcast, it's kind of been in a 1.5-year hiatus, and now it's officially coming back on Thursday, August 6th. We're going to do a live stream because I've been involved in the St. Louis Fringe Festival for quite some time. Because I volunteered when I was first in college. My friend M. Piro was running it. And so that's kind of the way with a lot of festivals, is a great way to get to meet people. It's just by volunteering. And then I would see the shows while I was volunteering. And when I moved back, I submitted a play called The Buzzer. And long story short, it got in, and I was able to have it in the Kransberg Black Box, just right up here where the Fox Theater is.
Oh, that's awesome.
And yeah, it was so fun. And then they had me back, and I had another play called Lady Warrior in the gallery. So it's kind of cool, actually. The gallery's right on the street. So people are walking by and just seeing a show is happening. And they're like, what's going on? It was a great word of mouth. So fast forward, start doing comedy. Ended up bringing an all-female lineup, and we did it in the Schlafly Tap Room, which was
that's
cool.
A very cool place.
Yeah. It was. They had a new event space, so we were one of the first events, if you will, to be there. And St. Louis Public Radio let me come on and do a segment for it. And the reason why there's this whole, synopsis is that now This Is Casually Happening, Women in Comedy is coming back to Golden Gems on Thursday, August 6th at 7:30, and then Friday, August 7th at 11:15 p.m. So it's going to be a late show, but it's going to have Jenny Weaver, JC Tate, Purdy B, KB. Did not mean to choose both B's, but I'm just I love that for me. And of course, I'll be there, Mollie Amburgey, just doing some comedy hosting. And so that's what's kind of big for me right now, and just doing a bunch of things and bringing the podcast.
And how do people find you online?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. At Mollie Amburgey with an IE, and then also at the Casually Mollie Podcast. The easier way to do is an Instagram. I do try to post on TikTok, but I'm not the best at it. I'll be honest with you. Instagram is more my platform.
You can't do all of them.
It's so hard.
It's insane. It's impossible. I get on TikTok once a day just to be like, did this post? Okay, I posted. Yeah. And then I get off and I don't mess with it. And people are like, I sent you a message on TikTok. I did this on TikTok. And I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I will never see that. I just don't have the capacity. Instagram is enough of my, I don't know what it is about my brain that checks all the boxes.
Well, because I feel like we were in that, way of how it happened and when we were there. I feel like TikTok kind of happened during the pandemic, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I wasn't doing dances or anything like that during the pandemic. So and I'm a dancer, but I was it just wasn't my thing personally. Yeah.
Yeah. Why weren't you on TikTok? I was trying to pay my mortgage.
Yeah. I was trying to survive.
I was crying myself to sleep every night. Yeah. Sorry I wasn't doing this.
Oh my gosh. Oh, the time. So
I can't. If you reach out to me on TikTok, I'm so sorry, but chances are I won't see it. But if you're on it, if that's your platform of choice, go for it. You'll find us. But
my best friend Dana, she was just in town from Cincinnati, and she is not to brag about my friend, but she is actually pretty famous on TikTok. She's had celebrities share her videos because she talks about chronic illness basically that she has. And so it was so sweet. In my new place, she brought all of this cute stuff from TikTok shop just because they send her all these things. Mm-hmm. So I have all this cute storage and decoration. It was already homey, but it was just I was like, oh, okay, TikTok shop. Like this is, so I feel like I'm like, oh my gosh. And she's one of those influencers too, where she genuinely will be like, oh, I love this product. It's great. And you should buy it. So there are people out there that can do it. It's just, to be honest, Eric, it's not me.
Yeah. Every time I pull up my front-facing camera, I'm like, this is a mistake, and I put it down. Like, I can't tell you the number of times I'm like, okay, maybe this would be funny. Maybe if I'm like walking down the street and I like say this, and it's like, hey, no. Yeah. And if you have seen a video of me talking to the camera, just know that inside I'm like, just dying, and I've started posting videos where like I'm looking away, and it's like you're just gonna see my ear because it's like I don't know. Have you ever seen someone filming themselves in public?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Does it give you like the cringe?
Well, it's like, sometimes if they're promoting something, because I've done that too, where I try to. Yeah.
Promoting shows is different, but when you're like walking in the mall and someone's like, hey guys, today I'm going to like that.
I haven't seen that. I'll be honest. I did see a cute, it was kind of, so I was walking in Tower Grove, park 2 days ago. I used to walk in there a lot just after work, just to get some fresh air before like mics or anything like that. And there was a guy, it was actually kind of like the sweetest thing, because there's a lot of like, in parks, there's like a lot of like free scenery. And so this girl was running in front of me and he stops her. And I'm like, I'm just trying to keep an eye out because I hate to judge, but you see a man stopping a woman in the park, you're like, But then it almost gave me faith in humanity because he basically was like, can you take my picture? I want a nice picture of me. And so this girl, it was like, actually, I know it sounds kind of silly, but it was really cute. Was like taking his photo and whatnot. And I was like, that's probably the closest I've seen to somebody being like, but you could tell he was like, this looks great. This is the best picture anybody's ever taken of me. And I was like, oh my God. Okay. So I told that girl, I was like, good for you. She's like, I don't know. I put it on portrait mode and hoped for the best. So
I will say that yesterday, okay, so we were at the concert and someone offered to take a picture of us, and it was an older gentleman, and I was like, no, not you. You don't know what you're doing. And then there was like a younger, probably mid-20s girl next to him, and I was like, can you take the picture?
Yeah.
Because I know you're going to do a better job.
And she'll do all the angles.
Yeah. The lighting, she'll color grade it and stuff. But the chances are the old guy will take a picture of like himself, like looking down, like that.
You're like, where's our family? Who is this man? Yeah, what is happening? Yeah.
Him like looking down his glasses at himself. Yeah. And I was so you gotta pick and choose carefully who you.
It's honestly, you're not wrong. So,
so I asked you a couple days ago, just some things you're into and stuff like that, and I've come up with a couple questions for it. Buddy, you want to hit me with the next slide?
Ooh.
All right. What's the best thing you found on Marketplace?
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to tell you, there's so many like little things that I have found. And really, actually, my bed. So I found this like old antique bed, and it's like has this really cute like brown headboard. And I remember I saw it and I was like, oh, this is going to go away real quick. And what I didn't know, it actually came with a mattress and a mattress pad. So I was like, oh, and it also came with delivery. Mm-hmm. So these guys that dropped it off couldn't have been nicer. St. Louis Consignment, that's a plug. But they brought it in, and I made a joke. Like, I was just like, oh, what guest room did this come out of? And they were like, well, actually, ma'am, this came from a guest room in Ladue.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, oh, and they were like, yeah, it was never used. So what they did is they, obviously they're like, we'll take it, put it in our showroom. So I happened to just see it online, and I was like, well, no wonder I like it. It's like really nice. And then I made, again, a joke saying, I was like, well, not that funny, but I was just like, oh, did somebody to clear out like one of their 8 bedrooms to get, have this out? And the guy goes, actually, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I was like, oh, that's literally what I said. I was like, oh, okay. And I felt so bad because, again, they couldn't have been nicer, but I had it delivered when it was like one of those like really hot days of summer. Mm-hmm. And I said, I hope you're not sweating too much. And they're like, oh, believe me, we do this all the time. So don't even. He said we also had several deliveries in Shaw neighborhood. So it's no big deal. But it just made me laugh that I was like, oh, what do they have to do? Clear out their 8 bedrooms? And they're like, well, actually, yeah, this was in probably the 8th bedroom.
So for anybody who doesn't know, Ladue is like the swanky, nice, super rich, like kind of old money place of St. Louis. And I'm getting a thumbs up from my son because that's where he wants to move to.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I just didn't know what Ladue was.
Oh, you didn't know what Ladue. Oh, okay. I thought he was saying that's where we should go.
That's where we should go.
That's sometimes what we do. Like if the whole family's up here in St. Louis and we're trying to kill a day, we'll get coffee and we drive around rich neighborhoods and like window shop for houses we like.
Oh.
We'll be like, ooh,
Yeah.
I want a circle drive, or like, no, I need a balcony on the oh, that's a bay window. We need that. So let's add that in here. You know what I mean? And so we just sit there and build a dream home.
I love that. It's like your own version of Sims.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, like the family-owned version of Sims. I love that.
But last year for the helium competition, I was signing up and I put in my address in Cape, and they were like, hey, that's too far away. Like the system is going to reject your application.
Oh,
you know what I
okay.
mean? And they're like, but it's fine. Just pick an address in St. Louis. Just pick anywhere. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, guess who lives in Ladue now?
Guess who lives in Ladue,
Yeah,
baby?
so I just went on Zillow and I was like, ooh, I like this one. And I was like, so I put my address as like the fanciest house I could find
Dare
on Google
to dream.
Exactly.
I was like, I'm dreaming to be a comedian and also potentially live in this home. Oh my God, I love that.
And also inherit the Anheuser-Busch fortune.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Buddy, you want to hit us with the next one? Okay, what's the best place to spot or best way to spot a scam on Facebook Marketplace?
Oh my God. Well, sometimes, okay, here's the thing. We were just talking about photos. And when I'm not doing comedy or podcasting, I do social media management. And I mean, there are ways to like make things like in portrait mode but if somebody's photos are too nice and you're like, this is looking like you have a Google image search. Because when I was looking for apartments, I saw an apartment and I was like, $600 for like this, like this is like too good to be true. And so I was like, but you know what? Sometimes, in comedy, we just like do things for the plot. So of course, I'm at a bar when this is going down. And I go in and of course I was like, his name was Michael. And you could tell it was like a very made up kind of name. And, it's also sketchy when their picture is of like a plant or an animal and it's not their face. So I just sent a message to be like, you know what? Sometimes, because there has been times where it looks sketchy, like I'm like, oh, this actually turned out to be a good buy. But when it comes to an apartment, I'm like, ooh, this is, but we were at Platypus and my friend was DJing and she's like, why not? Let's just see what happens. Well, it couldn't have been more ridiculous because he answered and at first he was actually like very polite. But then when I got the text message, it was very clear that the person who was texting me, it wasn't just a language barrier, but you could just tell like things were misspelled. And I just went, I don't think that this is for me, but thank you very much for your time. And then they kept bothering me. Like they were just like, hi, period. Like there would be like nothing like, it was just and I was like, ooh. So I eventually had to like block the number. But yeah, just don't trust people who are afraid to show their face.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, sometimes I see things like that and I'm like, okay, is this someone who just doesn't know how to manipulate social media, or is this a scam? Is this too good to be true? Like, there's so many times where you see someone and you're like, this very well could be an older man who's like, I don't want to take a picture of my face. So they take a picture of a fish or something like that, and you're like, okay, this might be his trophy fish or whatever. Yeah. This could be legit. And then you talk to him and you're like, oh, no. No, you have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, no.
So that's a good rule of thumb. You want to hit the next one? Okay. Best road trip snacks.
Oh, I love snacks. All I do is eat snacks, and I need to stop doing that. But let me see.
What's your go-to snack?
Oh my gosh!
Just around the house. If you're like, oh, I can't wait to get home and open the.
So I like a good apple and peanut butter. I'll be honest, which I know sounds like a very childhood, but I think it's also too because I always had it growing up. I love that. I also love gummy bears. Like sometimes,
really?
Yeah. I love those.
Apple and peanut butter though is top tier snack.
That's the jam, and also the cheese, like the I forget that Keebler. I was just talking about with Sam Wiley. It's like the orange. The orange crackers with the peanut butter. He reminded me of those. So I went to Ruler Foods and picked some of those up because I was like, oh, I need those in my life. And then I also have my last box of Girl Scout cookies. I treat myself to a couple of cookies after I have a salad because I'm just like, it's only 2, but I'll take it. But yeah, I have like an assortment right now. I've got gummies, animal crackers, the crackers with peanut butter, my apple with peanut butter. And I do also like, well, it's more of a breakfast, but I do like avocado on toast. I mean, but I also like to decorate it with like some arugula or some tomato or hot sauce or something like that.
Oh,
so,
hot sauce is a must.
I put hot sauce on everything.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. Actually, one of the questions I almost put in there today was, what's the best hot sauce? And I was like, I don't know if Mollie does this or not.
We can talk about it. What's your favorite one?
Oh, it just depends on what I'm going for because... All right, so like, if I'm gonna do siracha, it has to be the Kikkoman brand.
Yeah,
sriracha.
of course it does. Yeah.
Yes, because there's the Red Rooster, like original one, and it's good, but it's not the best one.
No, it's not.
Tabasco has an all right sriracha, but But the Kikkoman one, oh my gosh, same brand that makes the soy sauce.
Yep.
It is so good.
It is delicious.
Yes. So that's like that's pretty much my go-to. My wife's a big Frank's fan.
Okay.
I don't care for it that much, but it's what we have, so I'll go for that.
No, I get it.
They did make a spicy pineapple. And that's really good on like pizza. Especially if you don't like pineapple on pizza, try this. It's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah, and a spicy maple one, that's good too. So I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Skyline Chili from Cincinnati. They have a really good hot sauce, but I don't think you can get it here. So anytime I go back to visit my mom, I will go through Skyline. And sometimes I don't even get the chili. Sometimes I'm like, hey, I'm going to go to the drive-thru and just be like, I just need a bottle of hot sauce. Or even if I get my chew cheese conies, I'm like, can you throw a bottle in? And then I take it with me home. And then I also just like... there was a little, in St. Charles, they have a cute little hot sauce store, like Hot Works, I think it's called.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, I think, not to be confused with the yoga place, but it's, I got like what is it? Like a Chipotle kind of version of something. I don't even know what brand it is. I think it's just somebody who put something together. Amazing. Like just something different.
He loves Chipotle flavored stuff, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's got the restaurant too. Yeah, the restaurant too.
Me too.
We said that we were gonna go because Cape is moving up in the world. We just got a Chipotle and a 7 Brew.
What?
Yeah, I know. Look at that. Look at
us
coming up in the world.
Well, see, add it to the cool kid list. You're going to Chipotle and 7 Brew again.
We have a Qdoba too, which is the exact same thing. You know.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, like how I said that.
Now we're getting real fancy.
All right.
You know, we're like.
But I told him, I was like, we need to go to both, get the same thing from each thing, and then compare like price, taste. You know, like burrito is this big at Chipotle and it's this big or whatever, like that. I was like, that's what we should be doing. Let's do some research.
We got to do some research first, and then you guys can report back for our next episode.
Exactly.
Let me know. Be like, all right, so because I have Qdoba and Chipotle, I believe, near me as well. But I will say, hot take, not on the slide, but I will say Chipotle, I feel like I prefer over Qdoba only because I went and I got a bowl at Qdoba one time just because I was like, all right. And it was a little bit soggy. Yeah. And that's not really my style versus like at Chipotle. I don't know. I just was like, oh, this is warm and nice. And I felt like I was like, I guess maybe some people are into soggy. It's just not my jam.
Sometimes it's like the beans, especially if they're black beans. There's so much water that comes.
What I mean.
Yeah, and you're like, no.
We got to drain this baby. Yeah.
Yeah. This needs a ladle or something. A serving spoon that has a.
Yep.
It needs to drip for a little bit before you throw it in here.
They just throw it all in, and I'm like, ooh. And I just like I have 2 strainers, so I'm just like looking at it when they do it. And I'm like, oh. Yeah. No, thank you.
I can't do that. What about a road trip snack? If you're
back to the road
traveling
trip
long
snacks.
distance, are you going like healthy route with like blueberries and strawberries and stuff like that? Or are you like, no, let's gas station, let's get junk food?
So I used to be a junk food girly in my 20s. Like I was okay with getting like chips or beef jerky or, whatever. Also beef jerky prices through the roof these days.
It's insane.
Insane. I was like, ugh. But now, and I'm Eric, I'm sure you can relate to this, like you get older and sometimes your tummy and things just don't, they just don't hold what they used to. So I can still do sometimes I'll be cheap and I get gas station coffee. Like I'm not somebody on the road that's like, I need to get Starbucks, but I do try to prepare myself by packing maybe a sandwich on my way. Like I'll put together like a cheese and turkey something like that together, and I'll put some grapes. Except see how nice and compartmentalized this is?
Yes.
I just have a bag, one of my Aldi shopping bags, and I just throw, it's all right, we'll just take. So it's I'm throwing things out, so I'm just eating, I'm compartmentalizing, but in my own Mollie Amburgey fashion. Yeah.
Well, we do the same thing. We have, my wife got this Buc-ee's travel bag, but it's also, it keeps it insulated. So it's not really a cooler, but it is kind of a cooler. Whatever. And so, but she just kind of loads it with snacks, and then I'll just kind of be like, hey, I need something.
That's literally what I do. I'm just
and she'll just something, a beef stick will come forward, and I'll be like, oh, nice, cool. And then that's how it.
Yeah. I get it. I am on board. Same page.
Yeah. But I will say the one thing that's absolutely unacceptable here is the hard-boiled eggs in that container. If we're on a long, hot car trip and you crack open hard-boiled eggs, I'm dropping you off at the next gas station and leaving you behind. That's insane.
That's ooh. I just don't know. I only bought a hard-boiled egg one time when I was in New York. I didn't feel like eating a big lunch, so I got it, but it was all packaged, and I was eating a hard-boiled egg as I walked, and I said, this still feels a little weird that I'm just eating 2 eggs on my way out. So I can only imagine if I was in a car what that would be.
I'm big into cashews now. I've hit a big cashew kick recently. I don't know why. I don't... What? And Reese's.
And Reese's. Dad.
I like how he's here to keep me honest.
It's not just nuts, Dad. It's also candy.
Yeah. I was like, ooh, I'm being healthy. I'm big into cashews. And then off camera, and Reese's.
And Reese's.
All right. Okay. I was about to correct you. I was about to tell you that I haven't had a Reese's in 2 weeks. However,
now is that true though?
Last night we stopped at QT on the way back from the concert, and I got a coffee, and I was getting ready to I was like, I'm just gonna drink it black, and then I looked, and they had Reese's flavored creamer, and I poured some of that, and I did. I don't know why I did it. I don't want a peanut butter coffee, but it was 2 a.m, and we were in Columbia, and I'm like, whatever.
This is what I need at 2 a.m. You know.
Yeah. This is exactly what I need.
I also cannot. Isn't that wild too? That these companies are I totally get you have to expand your brand for income. But who in this meeting was what we should do? Make a Reese's peanut butter creamer?
Can we do a coffee creamer? It's whoa.
Yeah.
This guy's got big ideas. That's I've seen Reese's whipped cream. In stores, canned, you could buy canned, and it'll be peanut butter flavored whipped cream or whatever, which that's dangerous.
I mean, I was about to say, and I like peanut, obviously. I was I like an apple and peanut butter. That's dangerous for me. I'm going to be very honest. I have to stay away from that.
Yeah. That'd be I can just imagine that on top of you put a little bit of that on a chocolate martini or something, or a white Russian or a mudslide or something, and then you just be sideways.
That's what I mean. That's and that's my mom used to pull it out for because my dad loved the Kahlua and the coffees, but that was always a very holiday thing, but an Irish coffee or something like that. But yeah, I always will say I did like whipped cream as a kid, just because when we were little, we used to spray it in each other. Oops, sorry. I'm spraying each other's mouths. So I have good memories with it just from being innocent as a child. So that would be, it's easy just to eat or put on something. So I'm oh God, no.
What?
Do we look good on the camera? You
Yeah,
could,
okay.
well, that was nice. You
Yeah,
could have
that
totally
was-
said no.
yeah. Can you hit the next one, buddy?
Oh,
Okay.
speaking of.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Best way to order your coffee. I am a huge fan of, I just recently stumbled upon this, but oat milk. I don't have a problem with normal dairy, but I like the way it tastes. I love the way oat milk makes it taste. And honey. Oat milk and honey. And it's so good. It's so good. And for years, I was like a black coffee drinker. And I was like, whatever, it doesn't have to be good. I just have to drink it. It's just to help me stay awake. And now I'm like, ooh, but this is a little treat. This is nice. And it's a real problem. We can only go. So not to bring it down, but we used to go out all the time and get coffee with our dog and get him a pup cup. And then he passed away this summer. And so now we can't go get coffee because we're like, I can't do it without him. And so we've really cut down on the amount of coffee that we've been drinking, which is probably for the best. But still, I don't know. I am dying for an oat milk and honey latte.
Okay.
Or something.
Okay, so this explains why we get along, because I too, to make you feel better, always used to drink black coffee. Like especially Chew. I think it was just like in theater, because the theater schedule, especially in my 20s, my theater schedule was crazy because I had like shows at night or stage manager or whatever,
Yeah.
and you just had to stay awake. So I was like, I don't give a
Yeah.
a shit.
You're fine.
Literally,
Yeah.
like I was like, I need to have a coffee. And so at the time, there was just something where I was like, I don't care what it is. Like that's why I was like, I don't care about gas station coffee, especially Chew. I used to drive so much on my old 4Runner back and forth from Cincinnati to St. Louis or wherever I was doing a show of some kind, and it just was too much. But now I specifically I always have coffee with oat milk in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I think, and it's like crazy because if I have like 2% or 1%, I'm like, it's almost like I'm a snob. I'm like, what is this? Like, what is like, and it's become, not that you would log into my internet, but when they were putting my new internet in, they were like, well, you need a password. And so I just put iced coffee, oat milk, 35 because I'm 35. And so that's like, and it's easy for me to remember because it's my coffee
your coffee order.
And
Yeah.
I make it at home because it's just easier to, not that it was related to my dog, although Polly did love a good pup cup. It's just sometimes it's just easier. I'm like one of those people, it's hot. And then what I'll do is I'll go to my freezer and get some ice out. And then when it cools down, I just put in ice and finish the rest. So
I love an iced coffee at home. I do not enjoy iced coffee out from a store or a shop because I'm like, you're just so much ice. They always put so much ice. I'm like, there's barely any coffee in this, and you and I both know it, and I'm still paying the same price. Like, I don't like that. So at home, I'll make it because it's like I know I'm getting the 12 ounces of coffee.
Yeah.
Like, because that's what I'm here for. I'm not here for 2 ounces of coffee, 4 ounces of milk, and then 16 ounces of ice or whatever. It's like, okay, we're not doing that.
No.
But, no, do you do any flavors or anything? Or which brand do you buy since you make it at home?
Oh my gosh. So I usually get, what is it? It's like the soy brand oat milk or something. Whatever Aldi sells is what I have. Or like one time I went to Schnucks and they had the organic like Farms brand or something on sale. And then my friend Dana, who was just staying with me over the weekend, she left Chobani and it's actually delicious.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, I think
Okay.
it's like a yogurty type too, probably. But she, with her chronic illnesses, like she eats, a lot of different meals and diets differently. And I was like, I might as well just try this. And she left it here. Delightful. So those are normally my I mean, that's the thing.
Delightful.
Delightful.
I love that. Yeah.
I was just like, this is really nice. So that's normally what I do. Is just I don't have like a specific, and I'm sure there's like higher end brands to oat milk, but I just get whatever is like available to what it is. Like, so whatever that organic, it's like has a green circle with it and the fun letters for the organic farms. And then, this the soy one. And I've done almond too. Almond is not bad either.
It's not bad, but it's not good.
Yeah.
Like you can get it and it's really good and it's like,
yeah.
but it's super added with sugars and
That's
stuff
the
like
problem.
that. And you're like, I don't know.
And I do unsweetened if I ever get that. So,
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
can't do it. I can't do It sounds so boring, but I can't do like the sweetness anymore. I can't. No.
I've never been a huge sweets guy. Like I've always gone for savory over sweet.
Yeah.
But recently, like I just can't do certain stuff. Like, and I like ice cream. I will never. I
know. Isn't that the hard part? And I grew up with Grater's ice cream, and I can't have it. I can't have it the same way. Like it just. Everything just has to be in moderation now. I've got to tell you.
It's like once every couple months, I'll be like, all right, I'm going to try ice cream again. And then I'm like, I really don't feel good. Like, I think maybe I'm done with ice cream. And so I've moved on. But if the sweets I have been going for recently, and this is a new thing for me, cheese Danish. I love a cheese Danish.
I am not saying this offensively. I did not expect that out of you.
I don't know what it is. I started it this year. I was like, let me try that. And I tried it and I was like, well, this is fantastic. So now I love trying them wherever I go. Like I walked, like my first one came from a Casey's gas station. And I was
the best place to get a cheese Danish.
I was like, this is so good. And it's from a Casey's. I bet they're really good everywhere else too. So now that's my thing. When I go out of town, I'm like, I'm gonna go try a Danish. Like I was in Philly last weekend, and I walked 6 miles just to find like a little coffee shop. And I was like, I'm gonna get a coffee and a cheese Danish. And then I walked another 6 miles. Like,
oh my gosh!
I just become such a simple little pressure. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I never gave them a shot. I was like, that's disgusting. Cheese on a donut? That's disgusting. I'm not doing this.
It's time. It's time to give that cheese Danish. I don't think I have ever had a cheese Danish now that I think of it. What is it? I mean,
it's like a cream cheese. It's okay. And then it's some of them are like real flaky, like a croissant.
Okay.
Or whatever, with like a little bit of cream cheese in the middle. Like it's delightful. It's delightful.
You just think of it. You know, Eric starts with a cheese Danish.
Delightful. With Mollie Amburgey. Yeah.
That is, oh my God. Grayson, have you had a cheese Danish before? His face is like, oh no, that's just that's just dad at high tea.
That's just a dad thing. And then I'll be like, hey, try a bite of this, and he might. But I think the last time I did it, he was like, I really don't like these, and I was like, okay, all right, fine, well. I'll stop. Yeah. But I don't know. That's become it's so crazy. I haven't thought about that. But it's just it's randomly. I'm like, oh, I can't wait. This Saturday, I'm gonna get a Danish. Like that, and I'm turning into my parents. My dad is the most strict human being I've ever met when it comes to diet, and that every week he gets like it's like a small cup of vanilla ice cream. Like that's like what he does for dessert, and that's it. But he looks forward to it. He's so excited, and like all week long, he's
that's
just
his
like,
thing.
Yeah, he's like, I can't wait to get my ice cream. Or whatever. And every now and then there might be something else that comes along, like a cherry cobbler or something that he's like, oh, okay, I'll have.
I guess I'll have that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll have a bite of this. Can we put some ice cream on top of it? And we're like, yeah, Dad. Yeah,
you can.
You're 80 years old. You can do whatever you want.
Like can I still do that?
Yeah. I might have to bleep that age because I don't know. He's like, he does not like when people talk about.
Oh my God.
Technically, he's not.
Grayson's like,
yes, technically, yes. I'm being fact checked yet again. Buddy, can you hit the next? Will you hit the next one for me, please?
Very conveniently.
Oh, and one thing I forgot to say is that you brought this up, but you are a Forerunner girl, right?
I was, yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you were?
I was. I have a Jeep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm a Jeep girly now.
I'm a huge Forerunner fan. Like, I'm a Toyota guy because, well, I had a Prius because I drive so much, and then Jake Beckman totaled that. So, shout out, Jake.
I feel like that's a good story, but we can wait on that. Yeah.
I just never address it. And he's like, hey, come on, man. Like, no, it was like, it was a terrible little Prius, whatever. And he literally like bumped into me one night leaving the Funny Bone, like the most harmless accident of all time. And it totaled my car. Yeah. It just, and because it was.
What kind of car does he drive?
He might have a 4Runner, actually.
Well, I mean, I will say, in Jake's defense, if it's a 4Runner, that could have been very possible that we would have knocked out your Prius.
Yeah, 100%.
I put we as in that I get it. Yeah.
I love those cars. Now I have a RAV4 because...
Okay, yeah.
Because I still am driving quite a bit, and it's just a little bit spacier. But every Sunday, one of my favorite things to do is to go out to, like, the Toyota dealerships and walk around and, like, peek in and be like, ooh, what are they doing this year? What are these models look
Holding
like?
your cheese Danish as you're
me and my
like,
cheese Danish.
What's happening here in this car? Okay.
I could eat a Danish in here. I'm just picturing myself in a Tundra eating a Danish.
Exactly, with my oat milk and coffee. Yeah.
What have I become? What has happened in my life?
What have I become? It's fine.